Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to the best English breakfast in London. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, consider joining my Patreon if you'd like, link in the description, and follow me on Instagram at itsjpsyt. And let's get right into this. Everyone loves them, a good breakfast, especially an English breakfast. I mean, just look at this picture right here. That just looks spectacular, so let's get it. Oh.
Hey guys, I'm Harry.
And I'm Q.
And today we are on a mission to find the best full English breakfast in London.
So what is a full English? Well, it's supposed to be a massive breakfast that absolutely sets you up for the day.
So what do we actually want on our plate in the full English breakfast? Well, we want some kind of egg, whether it's fried or scrambled or poached. As long as it's cooked well, that's fine. We want some bacon. Ideally, I think we're looking for some nice crispy bacon. And some sausages as well. And then some kind of bread. Some places toast their bread, some places fry their bread, but it's got to have carbs. Today we're starting our journey at Billingsgate Market.
Billingsgate is an old East End fish market, but tourists come here from all over London to come and have a taste of their full English breakfast.
I'm hungry. Are you ready to go and find out?
I'm really, really hungry. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're in the cafe at Billingsgate Market, and we've just been given this absolutely massive full English breakfast.
So I'm going to go clockwise around the plate. I'll start up here. We've got a sausage. It looks like a really good sausage, thick cut, proper pork. We've got the baked beans, we've got the mushrooms, tomatoes, hash browns, back bacon, fried bread, a fried egg, and toast as well. Where do we start?
Egg first, I think.
Egg first?
Egg first.
Let's go for it.
I want this.
Right.
Let's go.
It's nice, it's really light.
The fried bread is unhealthy. That is not a diet option.
I know, this is not a diet option, but to be honest, like, they've given one fried egg on top of fried bread, and it doesn't really feel like too heavy. It's
No.
really nice and light.
We might be saying that by the end, but we'll find out.
True. Right, I'm gonna try this bacon.
Got like a good amount of crisp on this.
Full of flavour.
Yeah, that's good bacon.
They're like not overly salted and like not too greasy either. I like the fact that there's not a lot of fat on it. You actually get the full flavour of the meat. Really, really good. This is just like, I can literally see there's just meat spilling out of it. That is a very full sausage, I think. just making this sound really sexual.
Stop. I wasn't even thinking that. Come on.
That's not bad. There's almost like a little bit too much going on there. It's like on the side of kind of underdone, because it's not like the texture's a bit more like a sausage roll than a sausage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's more like mince packed in rather than meat itself, but it's really tasty. It's got all the ingredients that you look for in a kind of classic English breakfast. Maybe not the freshest ingredients, but everything does have its place on the plate. And there's just a lot of food for your money, which is great. Next, we travel to Gallery Cafe in East London, which serves up an all-vegan offering of the full English breakfast.
So we've been vegan for just over a year. We went vegan last year at the end of January. But the cafe itself has been vegetarian for 25 years. We serve vegan full English, which comes with a classic vegan staple of Linda McCartney sausages with red onion and rosemary, scrambled tofu, which is cooked with some spices, carrots and onions and garlic. Then we have wilted spinach, some pan-fried mushrooms. Comes with homemade baked beans, which are cooked every day over the course of about 5 hours.
And
we
that
do
looks
get
pretty
a lot
good.
of vegans travel to come here. But sometimes we'll have people travelling here, they'll get a bit delayed or something, and they'll ring ahead and make sure that we've still got breakfast on. Yeah, it is something of a destination for vegans in London, yeah.
Well, the first thing that we can see is this like really, really vibrant plate of food. I mean, everything just like really, really pops out colour-wise. You can see the tomatoes, super, super red, this amazing scrambled tofu, like egg replacement. It's just like vibrant yellow. It looks so, so fresh and really, really good.
Also, the homemade baked beans look ridiculous. It's almost more of like a stew than what you're expecting from traditional baked beans. So I'm really excited to see how they taste.
Oh.
Oh, wow. I think it's a really nice replacement. Like, obviously it's not a true replacement for eggs because it doesn't try and replicate the taste of egg. It's just a nice sort of accompaniment to the other things in the meal. These are...
I'm not, to be for in my in my experience for tofu, I don't really like it unless it has to be really seasoned, because tofu, in my opinion, has an absence of flavor, and I just don't like eating things like that. So it has to have a lot of seasoning, and I just have never. I'm not a vegan or vegetarian, so there's never been a reason for me to eat tofu. But I've had it a couple times, and I'm not the biggest fan. Comment down below if there's any vegans or vegetarians watching this video. Shout out to you. I'm sure you like the looks of this breakfast, huh?
Sort of almost like a classic like vegan vegetarian sausage. Like, this is obviously a vegan sausage that's going to have some kind of like meat replacement in the middle of it. Therefore, it wouldn't really expect it to have the same kind of like textural look as a classic sausage.
I mean, compared to the meat sausage we had at Billingsgate, I'd almost say I prefer this just because it's got more flavour and the texture is, it tastes more like a proper, like a well-cooked sausage. So these are the homemade beans. They make these every day. They look and smell really good.
Ooh. It's almost like a kind of a salsa base to it. Like the tomato, you can really taste that there's like fresh tomato in there. The tomato really comes through in less of a sort of like tins of like processed ways that you might have Heinz beans. Like, this is definitely beans in a tomato sauce. There's chunks of onion in there. Like, it's ever so slightly sort of like red peppery as well. It tastes really, really good. This is like as closest to just beans and tomato as you can get. I would say this is just the right amount of it. Like, the flavour is quite intense in each of the ingredients, so I wouldn't want this to be, you know, a massive, massive plate of food. This seems like the absolute right amount for a proper breakfast.
Next we head to the Premises Cafe, which is attached to the Premises Rehearsal and Recording Studio. It's been visited by popular music artists such as Rihanna, Tom Jones and Adele.
Oh. Adele?
So this is the fried breakfast at Premises Cafe in East London. I mean, first impressions, it's got tick, 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 all the basics of a really great fried breakfast on the menu. It's got a fried egg in the middle, it's got some bacon, it's got some sausage, as well as just having like real classics like some good pieces of toast, some beans,
so good.
tomato and a hash brown.
It looks incredible.
It's nice, like the egg doesn't have too much of a hard underside to it. It hasn't been over fried. The yolk, as soon as we cut into it, was super, super runny, which is exactly what you want to see in order to be able to dip in all the other elements into it. It's got a nice taste to it. It's obviously like a good, fresh, well-cooked egg.
I just want this.
Ooh.
That's good bacon. A danger of fry-ups, as kind of their name would signify, is that you just fry everything and everything comes out really greasy, but this feels quite light almost, which is really good because even though you've got that layer of fat in the bacon, there hasn't been too much extra added to it to kind of make it heavy or too much.
Oh wow.
In terms of the style of sausage, it's pretty similar to the one that we had at Billingsgate, but I've got to say I prefer this one. It just is kind of better cooked, I think, a bit more cooked all the way through. The texture's really great and it's just really nicely seasoned as well.
So this entire plate of food only costs $7.95. I would say that's really a massive bargain. It's just, I mean, for getting the toast as well as like double roasted bacon, you get 2 sausages and 2 fried tomatoes. So I think that's a really, really good price.
Da-da-da.
Now we travel to southeast London, to Terry's, an Old English cafe with a post-World War II London feel.
Ooh, that's cool.
On
That
this
black
absolutely
pudding?
massive plate of food,
Got black
we've
pudding
got
on
a
that
couple
plate?
of quite new ingredients. So the first one is bubble and squeak. It's just this kind of mashed potato looking thing over here, and what it actually is potato and quite traditionally like cabbage or sprouts, all kind of griddled into one. So you get this nice sort of brown layer on top of it, but inside should be a little bit like a vegetable-y mashed potato. It's like really kind of classic English dish.
So what we've also got here is our first black pudding of the day. For those of you who don't know, black pudding is one of the least appetizing sounding foods in the world.
Yeah.
What it is usually pig's blood mixed with oats and some animal fat and then put inside a casing and kind of cooked like a sausage.
What should we go for first?
I don't know, I feel like we should try one of these. Should we try the bubble and squeak?
Yeah, let's go for the bubble and squeak.
Yeah, I'm liking that. You get the kind of caramelization on the outside where it's browns. So a little bit of sweetness. The inside, I'm mostly getting the potato, but then kind of mixed in with that, you get the kind of the cabbage and whatever else is in there, and it's good.
It's like a really oaty consistency. Like it's really
Oh man.
like a porridge. It's not even like a
Porridge lot.
nutritious like baked cake porridge.
If you tried that without knowing what it was, would you think blood?
No, I mean it tastes a little bit like sausage. It's like oaty sausage. So really, really nice fried egg here. You can see that it's cooked extremely well. It's got this really nice sheen to it.
I'm sorry for pausing, but the day I try black pudding, I'm really gonna have to put all these thoughts aside, because the whole time before I'm trying it, all I'm gonna be thinking is, oh, blood, pig's blood, and I see the oats. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it one day, but I'm gonna have to mature a bit in what I think of it, because right now I would puke before I could even take a bite, probably.
Got some parsley on the top, which is just a nice little addition to it. It's going to give it like a little bit of kick.
Not much crisp on the bottom.
Yeah, it's not like as fried as I kind of thought it would. You know, that association of everything kind of having like a brownishness to it, because it's just been like, you know, fried for a couple of minutes. Whereas this is just like there's like a levity to it. Like it's just quite light. Looks like it's been extremely lightly fried.
I really want to try this sausage. Just get a look at the size of these.
This is an entire meal in just one forkful. Like this is like a hot dog sausage, but it's got this amazing glisten to it. You can see it's just perfectly cooked. Really, really, really tasty looking. Like I literally can't wait to eat this. It's so super sweet. Like it's not as herby as other sausages that we've tried today. It's just like a very nice sweet pork. Like that lovely kind of like almost like crispiness around the outside.
Yeah, you get like the snap of the casing when you bite into it. That's a really good sausage.
Really good.
And we'll try some of this bacon under here. It looks great. Lovely colour on the bacon. 3 rashers as well. That's a lot of bacon.
That's a lot of
They've
bacon.
not messed around on the bacon, which I
Yeah.
love to see. It's quite a thick cut of bacon. I'm getting like, we both kind of chewed for quite a while when we bit into that. It's kind of almost towards that like gammon ham sort of texture that you're more used to, but with the sort of the saltiness and the little bit of crisp from the bacon. It's really good.
We move on to our final stop, the Breakfast Club, a chain restaurant that specialises in serving all-day brunch in a retro setting.
Oh, I say this during every like Food Insider video where they visit London. But comment down below if you've been to any of the places that they're showing, and let me know if you liked it or not. I'm sure you did based on these pictures here.
So we have an absolutely massive
amazing.
pile of food here. There's a lot of hidden ingredients on this plate that are really piled up. So we've got some mushrooms around the back. We've got a nice little tin of beans here. It's like its own little cup. We've got some really good looking streaky rashers of bacon, and we've got some sausage in here, black pudding. We've got some little tiny potatoes, and then two really nicely toasted bits of toast with some butter on the side. And these eggs almost look like model eggs. They look like too good to be like real.
These are like cartoon film eggs.
Yeah.
These are very picturesque. It all looks really good.
It's like the yolk is almost an absolute perfect colour and texture, and like you ideally want an egg which is just going to like run everywhere and you can have things mopping up into it. And this absolutely fits the bill, and it's not, the underside of it as well is just like kind of perfectly round. It's a good egg. So now we've got this delicious bacon.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's a lot thicker than I thought it would be. It's like a lot to get through, but
No, that's good. Could maybe do with a little bit more crisp.
right, black pudding.
Okay. It's more moist than the other one we had before, which is quite nice because the other one kind of dried your mouth out a little bit. Maybe not quite as flavourful as Terry's.
No, but it's, yeah, definitely a better texture.
For sure.
Okay, sausage.
Cut you off a slice.
I want it so bad, bro.
It's a different flavour to the one we had before.
Smoky. What we've had earlier in the days tend to be quite like herby and like a little bit more sort of like Cumberland sort of sausage, whereas this has more of like an American sausage, like, or even dare I say like German sausage, like smokiness to it.
Yeah, for sure I'm getting the smoke flavours. Spiced a little bit differently compared to the sort of the Cumberland sausages that we've had throughout the day, which are maybe a more traditional English option.
Yeah.
But this is quite nice. I like the smoke edition.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, the verdict.
Okay, so we've had some time to think about it. We're stood here outside of Tower Bridge, and it is time to pick our favourite out of all the 5 places for a full English breakfast that we visited on our journey.
Reveal on 3.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
Terry!
Premises Cafe.
Oh, we
Disagreed again.
Disagreed. Okay, so explain to me why you think that Premises was better than Terry's.
So Premises was my favourite for a few reasons. The breakfast itself obviously had all the kind of key components. It had that fresh egg, really tasty sausage, bacon, beans, so really good full English itself.
Oh, that one looked great.
So I picked Terry's because I thought the standard of the food was exceptionally high. You've got this absolutely massive pork sausage, you've got several rashers of bacon, the eggs were really fantastic, and I thought overall it was just a really, really photogenic full English breakfast experience. Like it looks so perfect on the plate, and you get this sort of like South London, sort of like that area of Southwark, like full kind of English breakfast experience. I guess for the same reason we like the atmosphere as well as the food. But are you willing to come over to Terry's?
You know, there wasn't enough in it for me between Premises and Terry's for me to stick with Premises. I think I would agree that Terry's was one of the best that we had, if not my favourite. So I think I'm going to join you. We've got to pick our favourite overall.
Alrighty, that was the best English breakfast in London. Let me know if you've been to Terry's before. I would definitely agree. I think I agree that Premises looked the best, like just from the view, and also because it didn't have black pudding. Because black pudding is just weird to me. But Terry's, just looking at the inside of it, I agree that the atmosphere was like just awesome compared to the other ones. But I hope you all enjoyed that video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.